Hello everyone. I didn't really want to do this way. I really wanted to do a live, but for some reason right now there's like, I don't know, certain rules when you want to do a live from your phone onto YouTube. So yeah, this is not live, but I'm not going to be editing it. And the reason why, there's a number of reasons why I don't want to edit. I mean, the main one is just it's a lot of effort, and I don't have a lot of experience with it, so it's just something that's like intimidating, and this takes a lot of time. But then the other reason is also just about authenticity, because the real life and the real world isn't censored and edited, so why do we all have to? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I wanted to share with you guys three and then really four books that really, oh my goodness, there's like, okay, the sun just shifted, so now it's like, all right, no. All right, let's try to, okay. So anyway, so on my healing journey, these are just three books that I think are really good to start with. Again, everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own person, author, things that they resonate with. But, you know, listen, I mean, we're in tough. All right. So let's get into it. Okay. So the first book that really, I mean, that just helped me be able to heal on my own. Yeah, this was probably like over 10 years ago. And it's funny because it's always like, you know, my mom, of course, got me this book and wanted me to read it. And at the time, I just literally threw it out the door. You know, I was just angry and sad. And, you know, if your mom's telling you about it, you don't want to do it, right? But especially these days where, again, like for me, I think the goal is also to provide advice and things that you can do for free or just on a budget, right? So like, luckily I had this book already, but, you know, it's cheaper than therapy. But anyway, okay, so enough blabbing. So the book is by one of my favorite, you're going to see 2 out of the 4 books is by this woman. She's really just incredible. Her name is Louise L. Hay, and she's like a guru, pioneer in positive thinking, positive affirmations, how your thinking is so related to your physical health and just self-empowering and esteem and everything. So the first book of hers that I read that really changed my life is You Can Heal Your Life. And I specifically read it and recommend reading it in this, it's called the Gift Edition, because first of all, it's like kind of semi-hardcover. And also, if you look, it's just really beautiful. I mean, okay, so first of all, it's good to get your own copy because that way when you're reading it, you can underline, you can write notes, you can do that sort of thing. But then also, this gift, I'm just trying to find a good example. See how like each chapter, there's just beautiful, beautiful imagery and illustration. And you might think that's juvenile, but honestly, when you're in a state of mind where you're just depressed and depleted, like it really helps. So, and it's just pleasing and intriguing. So this book really, it's more of like, you want to read it cover to cover and kind of in sequence because it just goes through like the root, and then it just goes through like her whole, the root, and then like step by step of her like philosophy and how to just change your mindset. Let me see what the back says. It says, okay, that's, yeah. So like on the back, it just says like the thoughts we think and the words we speak create our experience. So that's just like a tip of the iceberg as to what you're going to get from this book. So it's really amazing. So yeah, it's, you know, divided by chapters, and then let's see, and then like the different parts, I don't know, there's just chapters, and then there's different just like meditations and affirmations and exercises, and you don't have to do the exercises if you don't want to. And then the cool thing about this is that on the back of it, so like I said before, how I was saying how thoughts, you know, affect your physical health. She was so much of that belief that in the back you have a chart of all these physical ailments and how just, you know, and then like the negative thought associated with it, and like just changing it around and how it could help. So really, really just a comprehensive, amazing book. Definitely recommend. Okay, the second one is also by her, and it's also in a similar format. And this is again by Louise Hay, and it's called Meditations to Heal Your Life. And it's very similar. It's similar philosophy, similar guidelines of just changing your perspective, changing your way of thinking. The difference about this is that it's more of like, you know, it's kind of like it divides it in different topics, and also something that you can like just turn a page and read randomly, or, you know, read a page a day. So if you see, first of all, also just beautiful illustrations, but let's see. Yeah, so basically see how in a table of contents, it just, everything has like a different theme, like, you know, acceptance, affirmations, barriers, change, communication. So like every kind of those words or concepts in life, she has a positive meditation affirmation to go with it. See, like bills, she has a whole thing for that. And then what else we have? Okay, child abuse, people who have been through abuse as a kid, creativity, just everything. So this is also just really good to have if you're overwhelmed and you don't have the patience or the time or the energy to go through a book cover to cover. You can literally just open a page, go for it, you know what I mean? And it's just, you're getting such great advice and meditations and affirmations in like every page. So again, I recommend getting it in this. You can probably get a Kindle, but I think just having this book is really beneficial. Okay, the third book, I didn't even finish it, but just so far, it's so amazing. It's called Messages from the Divine. All right, and it's Wisdom for the Seeker Soul by Sarah Wiseman. And again, this is, I think, another book my mom sent me. Anyway, really, really incredible. I think what it is she might have experienced either just a lot of trauma in her life or a near-death experience, and literally these are like, she's had messages from the other side, angels, however you want to describe it, and these are the messages. And it's just also a lot about positive thinking, but it's also just changing your focus and perspective. Yeah, I don't know, it's a lot. Let me see if there's a good... yeah, after a near-death experience, Sarah Wiseman had a sudden opening of consciousness, resulting in the emergence of her natural psychic abilities. Sarah's spiritual understanding expanded. She began to see beyond the veil and gather messages from spirit guides. It is from this process of divine receiving that the 66 lessons were transmitted and transcribed. So it's hard to just like put into words and summarize what this book is about, but it's just like, it just gets you to focusing on the truth and what's real, and not focusing on the distractions of this world. Anyway, it's really, let me see if I can find something, you know, and it encourages you to just like get out of your own head, get out of your own way, trust in God, surrendering, you know, and the goal is like inner peace. Really, really, really wonderful. So, the fourth book is really just Psalms or Tehillim. And that, I mean, a lot of people have it in their house. I'm sure you can go to the library, and I'm sure you can also just get one, you know, on Amazon or whatever, but just, it's a really good, easy, also like not so structured way of praying. And it's just pretty meditative for me. So yeah, I mean, I can list some helpful ones, or just off the top of my head, ones that are like really powerful and good, especially when in this time, is 23, 91, 40. 40 is a powerful one because 40 represents change. So if you want change in your life, or you're going through changes, that's a powerful one. You can also do the one that's a year older than your age. So I'm 35, so I would say 36. And then 121 is a good one, 130, 142, and then going back 20. So those are just some like powerful good ones. And then, but really you could say the whole thing. It is divided into like every day of the month of the Jewish calendar. It's divided, and then also days of the week. So anyway, hope this helps, and sending love and light. Take care.